Did you know that addiction isn't just about drugs or alcohol? It can also be things like gambling, video games, or even checking your phone too much. Addiction comes in many forms, and it can affect anyone, no matter their age or background. In this video, we're going to explain the most dangerous types of addiction and show how they work. You'll learn what addiction really is, how it takes over your brain, and why it can be so hard to stop. We'll also talk about the real-life effects, like health problems, money trouble, and broken relationships. And most importantly, we'll explain how recovery works and why getting help is possible. If you've ever been curious about what causes addiction and how it affects people, this video will make it clear and easy to understand. Let's get started. Let's talk about addiction, but in a way that actually makes sense. Addiction is when your brain gets stuck on something that feels good and then refuses to let go. It could be a drug, alcohol, gambling, or even video games or scrolling on your phone. At first, it might seem harmless or even fun, but over time, your brain says, "Hey, I need this to feel okay." And that's when things get serious. Here's what's really happening. Every time you do something enjoyable, your brain releases a feel-good chemical called dopamine. It's like your brain's way of giving you a high five. But with addictive things, your brain starts chasing that dopamine over and over. Soon it takes more of it to feel the same way. And when you try to stop, you feel awful. That's called withdrawal. There are two big types of addiction: substance addictions, like drugs, alcohol, or nicotine, and behavioral addictions, like gambling, gaming, or social media. And here's the truth. Addiction isn't about being weak. It's your brain being rewired. But the best part? That wiring can be fixed. Let's break down the most dangerous substance addictions. These are the ones you put in your body, like drugs, alcohol, and nicotine. Opioids. These are powerful painkillers, some legal, like oxycodone, and some illegal, like heroin or fentanyl. They flood your brain with dopamine and block pain. You feel relaxed, happy, maybe numb, but your brain quickly starts needing them just to feel normal. Stop taking them, and you feel sick, anxious, and miserable. And just a little too much fentanyl? It can be deadly. Opioids are now one of the leading causes of overdose deaths worldwide. Alcohol. It's legal, easy to get, and part of everyday life. But drinking too much can destroy your body. It damages your liver, brain, and heart. It causes depression and memory loss. The scary part? Many people don't even know they have a problem until their life starts falling apart. And quitting suddenly can be dangerous, which is why getting support is key. Cocaine and meth. These drugs speed up your body and brain. You feel full of energy and super confident. But the crash? Brutal. You get tired, depressed, and angry, and your brain starts begging for another hit. These drugs can cause heart attacks, extreme weight loss, and major mental health problems. Benzos and sedatives. These are meds like Xanax or Valium, used to treat anxiety or help you sleep. Used too much? They're addictive. They make you feel calm, but your brain starts depending on them. Skip a dose and you feel panicked or sick. Mixing them with other drugs? That can be deadly. Tobacco and nicotine. Just one puff and nicotine hits your brain in seconds. You feel calm, focused, better, but that feeling fades fast, and your brain wants another puff, then another. That's why smoking is one of the hardest habits to quit. Even vaping can cause serious health problems. Tobacco is the leading cause of preventable death around the world. Not all addictions involve drugs. Some of the most dangerous ones are hiding in everyday habits. Let's talk about behavioral addictions. Things like gambling, gaming, or even shopping. Gambling. Win once, and you feel amazing. Your brain says, "Let's try again!" And again, and again. Gambling activates the same reward system as drugs. Each bet gives you a little dopamine rush. Before you know it, you're losing money, time, and maybe even trust with your loved ones. But you keep chasing that next win. That's when gambling becomes an addiction. Gaming, social media, shopping, and more. Ever lost track of time while playing a game or scrolling TikTok? That's not just a bad habit. It could be a sign of addiction. When your brain gets used to those quick hits of reward, it starts craving them. Soon you're skipping sleep, ignoring school or work, just to keep playing or scrolling. Same goes for shopping when you're sad or bored. Watching adult content non-stop. Eating junk food, not because you're hungry, but because it feels good. These behaviors can take over your life, just like drugs can. So how exactly does addiction take over your brain? It starts with dopamine, the feel-good chemical. When you do something fun, your brain rewards you with dopamine. But addictive things, like drugs or gambling, dump a huge wave of dopamine into your brain. It feels amazing, but it tricks your brain into thinking you need more to feel normal. So you keep doing it, over and over. Eventually, your brain builds tolerance. Now you need more of that thing just to feel okay. And if you stop, you feel terrible. That's withdrawal. Normal life doesn't feel exciting anymore. Your brain is stuck in a loop, chasing the high. This is why addiction is so hard to break. It's not just about willpower. Your brain is literally rewired. But with the right help, that wiring can be fixed. Addiction doesn't just mess with your brain, it messes with everything. Your health. Addictions can lead to cancer, liver damage, heart disease, anxiety, and even death. Over 100,000 people die each year from drug overdoses, just in the US. Your relationships, lying, hiding, arguing, addiction often pushes loved ones away. Trust breaks, families fall apart, friends drift away. Your money. Addiction is expensive. Drugs, gambling, shopping, they can drain your wallet fast. Many people lose jobs or go into debt. Your mind. Addiction and mental health are closely linked. Anxiety, depression, loneliness, they often feed into addiction and make it worse. Bottom line, addiction can damage every part of your life. Think you or someone you know might have an addiction? Here are some signs to watch for. You've tried to stop, but you just can't. You keep doing it, even when it's hurting your life. You need more and more to get the same feeling. You feel sick, anxious, or angry when you don't have it. You spend a lot of time thinking about it, or doing it. Your school, work, or relationships are starting to fall apart. Sound familiar? Then it might be time to take a closer look. Spotting the signs early is the first step toward getting help. Here's the good news. Recovery is possible. It starts with realizing there's a problem, then finding the right kind of help. Some people need medical detox to safely stop using. Others go to rehab or talk to a therapist. Support groups like AA or NA are also great ways to connect with others and stay on track. There are even medications that help reduce cravings. And most importantly, you don't have to do it alone. Support from family, friends, and professionals makes a big difference. Recovery isn't about being perfect. It's about making progress, one step at a time. Now you know what addiction is, what it does to your brain, the most dangerous types, and how to break free. If this video helped you, share it with someone who might need it. And remember, you're not alone.